People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People7 on Twitter and YouTube, people elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps are located at Purple Butterfly Soaps, which is people.etsy.com. And I'm here to show you something, but I had to do a reveal. Ta-da! The smaller version of the Tiger Stripes are ready. They're still very, very soft, which is why I didn't cut the main one. I'm going to let that, harden up and so forth and so on for a while. But I'm here to show you the little ones. Oh, let me go over here. I also found and hooked up my D-Link, which is a 4-port thing I bought back in 1987. At which time it said not compatible with blah, 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 Windows 3 point something or other. So I didn't use it for my computer, even though you could have plugged it up directly. But, at that point in time, I didn't use it for, just stuff. It was electronic only. Well, it is the age of Windows XP and Vista and all that. So, yeah, I could go ahead and hook this up to whatever computer, whatever. I'm just not doing that. I have one of my Mig 6 batteries in here. I have this phone plugged up in here. I have 2 more openings. But anyway, let's get to this soap. This, of course, is the back. I might trim off that end piece at some point in time or another. And then this is how that was looking. I'm going to show both sides, by the way. You see? Isn't that pretty? But it is very, very, you can actually press the top of it. That kind of soft. So until it's ready to be completely hardened, I am not going to risk look at this one. That little round part right there, that's a dip from where my fingers picked it up. But I want to show the pattern on these. And this is just the overflow. Can you imagine what the, main one is going to look like? Because the overflow literally is missing 2 colors. And then we have this one. I just sprayed it with alcohol, and apparently I put it down on this surface so it leached a little bit of the juiciness out of it, but there we go. And actually I'm just going to go ahead and turn that over so that way that can dry. Anyway, Happy New Year. This is 2014. This is the soap I was working on in 2013 that has traveled over to 2014, and later today I will be making my first soap of the year. But I wanted to show this to you so that way nobody goes, where's that soap that we've been waiting on, that Tiger Stripe, blah, blah, because it's up here. You see? I am going to modify the recipe. There's soaps that you want to be slow moving, so that way you could do a lot of work. And then there are soaps that you want to be quick about, hey, in 24 hours this thing got solid, so forth and so on. But the problem with that, as you see with the soaps that take forever to set up, and it's going to take another maybe a week to set up over there. By the same token, if you have a soap that's fast moving, then it might not get all the way into the mold before, hey, I ran out of time, and, so forth and so on. But I am going to modify the recipe so I can have something that I could cut in 24 hours so we could take a look at, so forth and so on. And that's going to be the first soap of this year. I'm also working on a deodorant soap that I've seen in Peach's recipe laboratoire that she displayed for the rest of us. I'm really anxious to make the soap. It features alum and lanolin. I'm going to use alum and mango butter. But as you can see, all these tested in the green. So they are not caustic. They are just extremely, extremely soft. You know, like if you look real close right there, that is my fingerprint. It's really, really soft. And it will get harder as time goes past. This one, as you could tell, is very solid at the moment, but if I go down a little bit, I can still feel some areas where it will indent because it is very soft. So I will be testing those before I'm thinking I'm going to trim off just the end right here and the end right here, and I can see how soft, or if it's going to ooze, or if it's going to need to be tossed or whatever with the PA strips. But I'm not going to do the main cutting on the main body. I'm thinking I'm going to wait till the 21st of December when I get my regular cutter. That's my Christmas present to me. And I'm going to do it then. But if you look real close, you'll see score marks on there. Well, it's kind of hard to see the score marks because, with the busy pattern and all. But I use my shortcut right here, which is a quilting thing, and I just moved it over at where the cut lines would be, and instead of a rotary, which is what you use that with, I used a knife and just poked it at the 1-inch segment mark, so that way when I turn it so sideways, because a tall narrow, which is, the cutter will not fit in there literally, but if I turn it sideways where it's only this much on the side, and then, then it'll give me a cutting mark. And that was the plan with that, but I figured since it's taking forever to get hard, I'll just go ahead and use the cutter that is part of my Christmas present that isn't due until the middle of January. So, this has been People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and stay blessed. Bye now.